see mother. I see she.
Yo, Alex, go.
Ancestors, we call on you to fight the fight on our behalf. Ancestors, we call on you to walk on our enemies. Asheo. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. Walk on them, 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 walk on them. Yoruba ancestors, 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 walk on them, 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 walk on them. Ancestors, we call on you. Ancestors, we call on you. You came across the middle passage. Ancestors, we call on you. Some are shown up above, some are show. Ancestors, we call on you. From this land of Trinidad, great warriors, we call on you. Walk on them, 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 walk on them. Yoruba ancestors, 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 all the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. Great mother, we call on you. Iyana, we call on you. Your children crying, grieving, moving. Great mother, we call on you. When we brought this life mission, we threw it for the nation. From the four corners of Trinidad, great mothers, we call on you. Walk on them, 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 walk on them. Yoruba ancestors, walk on them. Yoruba ancestors,
cherry, oh, la poesía.
Shango la poesía.
Yeah, mala cherry, oh, baba la poesía.
Shango la poesía.
Oye, mala cherry, oh, la poesía, Shango.
Shango la poesía.
Yeah, mala cherry, oh, la poesía.
Shango la poesía.
Yes, I have heard that my ancestors was from Nigeria, and that is why I'm carrying the name Osuna. Deep inside of me, I just wasn't satisfied. So I did some soul searching and asked myself, who am I? Then I found out John African was my great-grandfather, and he was from an African tribe called Yoruba. The Dolly's from Pebble Village, yes, that was my great-aunt. So in the name of Orisha, I greet you all with a chant. Yeah, Shango Baba Wa, Shango Lodo, Karile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabilesio. Hey,
Shango Baba Wa, Shango Lodo, Karile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabilesio.
I discover my religious practice is Orisha. With the help of deceased Winston Grant and sister, through their spiritual efforts, I have found the truth. Thanks to Olodumare, I'm standing firm on my roots. Now that I know me calabash, me oil and me hobby, these were just some of the things taken from me. So when you see me in peace, I'm not looking for Obia. No sir, I come to chant and pay my respects to the Orisha. Ah, Shango Baba Wa, Shango Lodo, Karile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabilesio. Play the drum.
Shango Baba Wa, Shango Lodo, Karile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabilesio.
Ding, 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 la, la, ding, ding, ding. I discover my passion is Oshun and Osa. I must to have a simple Shango and Jaja. Through manifestation, I could reach the other side to meet with my ancestors and visit the river Nile. With a voice like that great archangel, I could touch your soul, both spiritual and carnal. I could bring you transportation to Africa. I am an Orisha priest, they call me the Amungwa. Hey, Shango Baba Wa, Shango Lodo, Karile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabilesio. Hey,
Shango Baba Wa, Shango Lodo, Karile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabilesio.
let me see the hands up on the hey, money Shango Dawona.
Yeah, Dawona.
Oh yeah, Baba Dawona.
Yeah, Dawona.
Yeah, money Shango Dawona, Baba.
Yeah, Dawona.
Hello, Dawona.
Yeah, Dawona.
Yeah, money Shango Dawona, Baba.
Dawona.
So in the streets, when people stop to congratulate me, commenting on how much yes, the judges have robbed me. What the judges said to me didn't mean a thing, because I knew long before last year I was born a king. So when I sing, Kai, so that's to feed my family. But when I sing Orisha, it's to pay homage to my deity. Alado ye abakuso, that's my tribal cry. I'm so proud I could stand and explain to you who am I. I am Shango Baba Wa, Shango Rodo, Arele, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabile, Sio. Hey, Shango Baba Wa, Ding, 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 Baba Wa, Arele, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabile, Sio. Ah, Shango Baba Wa, Shango Olodo, Kabile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabile, Sio. Sing the thing. Shango Baba Wa, Shango Olodo, Kabile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabile, Sio. Ay, 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 Shango Baba Wa, Shango Olodo, Kabile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabile, Sio. Hey, Shango Baba Wa, Shango Olodo, Kabile, Shango Baba Wa, Olodo, Kabile, Sio.
Ó Bàtálá yé pa wò, yé pa. 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 Ó Bàtálá yé pa wò,
Aboro, Aboye, Aboshishe. To each and everyone, we are here on the Ifa Orisha Way of Life program on the Sheet 919 FM, along with my co-host, King Shaka, you know. As you know, this is the second episode for 2023, so Shaka will lead us with the Iba. Shaka?
Akali to listening audience. As customary, before we do anything, as our sacred teaching says, this is the earthworm that pays homage to Mother Earth for sustenance.
Benny.
So we as human beings, we pay homage to our source, our creator, for every single thing we do, because we understand that our lives are at the mercy of our creator.
Ashe.
So we say, Iba Olodumare,
Ashe.
Iba Ori,
Ashe.
Iba Baba, our father, Iba Yeye, our mother,
Ashe.
Iba, our ancestors,
Ashe.
Iba to one's Uluwo, Iba to one's Iyanfa,
Ashe.
Iba to one's Ujubona, Iba barami agboniregun orimela.
Ashe.
Iba akoda, iba asheda.
Ashe.
Iba for the sunrise. Iba for the sunset. Iba ugulakaye oshimale.
Ashe.
Iba yeyeye oshun.
Oriye.
Iba Yeshu, Iba Shango, Kabesio, Iba Orishanla,
Iparisha.
Iba Onile, Mother Earth, Iba Bogbo Orisha,
Beni.
Iba Egbe Aye, Iba Egbe Orun.
Ashe.
We give thanks for this day. We give thanks for our life. We give thanks for our health. We give thanks for everything that Oludumare
Beni.
have given unto us. You know, we will give thanks for this very breath of life, that we are here on this earth within this space and time to make a positive impact and to be a beacon of light and wisdom in our community.
Ashe.
As we are here on this journey to embark and spread and edify persons with the word of Ifa, we ask that everyone, set their Ori in alignment to access and to receive, the good word, the positive word.
Ashe.
As Ifa tells us, it is only wisdom that takes us to growth and development.
Beni.
And as we embark on growth and development, Ifa tells us in Ogbeyate that it's our character that determines our success. So may our character be in positive
Ashe.
alignment with our spiritual teachings,
Ashe.
of hope, of having faith, of using wisdom to overcome all things. We ask that our children who are, on the streets, may the positive energies speak to their Ori, and turn their lives around. And those who may be on drugs on the streets, we ask, that the positive ancestors help them to turn a new page, come out of that. We offer special prayer for those who are in the hospital beds right now, who are battling ailments and diseases. We ask that our sign, send healing
About
through
saying.
dreams and visions, so that these persons can get healing.
Ashe.
We offer special prayer for those who are working at this point in time to ensure that our country is safe, to ensure that our streets are safe. We offer special prayer and we ask that Ogun protect our servicemen and women.
Ashe.
We ask this in no other name but Oludumare is most sacred and bountiful name.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Like to say Abora, Boye, Aboshishi, tall Ilis, Palace, shrines located all over Trinidad and Tobago. Like to say Abora, Boye, Shishi to Oshun Meiji, the Mother's House of Knowledge, Iya Ometusin, there in the Kenny Cyrus Alkibolan in Shoguanas, Baba Adelon in Egypt Village, Baba Mitchell there in Las Lomas, Iya down there in Tibaland.
Yes,
Yala, also Baba Ubala in Woodbrook. I'd just like to give some information concerning the Obatala Festival. It's breakfast time again. Ili Egbe Yomoja, in collaboration with Iliosa Egbo Itapa, Iteosa in Woodbrook, the Obatala Shrine, presents Breakfast Delight on Friday, the 20th of January 2023 from 7 a.m. Number 13 Thomasine Street, Success Village, Lavantil. The menu is cassava, coconut or whole wheat baked with saltfish, $45, smoked herring, $45, fish, $50, veggie, bygone choker, $45, complimentary drink of Morbi with each purchase. Delivery is available. You can contact them at 760-4295. Spread your bread upon the waters, it will return in many days to come. Yepa Obatala. And then the Obatala Festival, Ile Osa, Igbo Itapa, Ita Osa Shrine located in Woodbrook. The Obatala Festival Artisan Market on Saturday the 28th of January 2023. That is the day of the Obatala Festival. You know it's taking place from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Segot Square between Alberto and Rosalino Street. For further information, you can contact Baba Obala at 622-0029, Baba Avery at 689-3378, Iyakila Jaramogi 689-7794. The Obatala Festival is in process. You know, there's also a form where you can fill out if you want to carry down your little booth, your little stall for that day, you know. So all members of the community, even those who are not a part of the community, are willing to come down and support the Obatala Festival. So, you know, we are into the carnival season, and we say it's a privilege and an honor that Ifa Orisha Way of Life is here, and it's about to grow into 3 years this year, and we give thanks to Olodumare, the Rumale, our Ori, our ancestors, you know, the owners of this radio station, for giving us the opportunity. So we're saying to folks on the outside, it is not free to run this program, and we ask each and everyone located all over Trinidad, the Caribbean, the world, and by the extension, to keep supporting us, you know. If you want to make your donations towards the program, you can send it straight to Trini Bashment Limited. You can contact King Shaka, you can contact myself, and Sidu Kala Tumishe, you know, because everybody takes care of their community. We need to take care of our community also. So we're going to tonight proceeding, and we are going to speak about Ifa wisdom, you know, and I'm going to begin. So get your writing material, whatever you need to do. Those of you who are looking on, remember we're streaming live on Iwer TV on YouTube. We're also streaming live on the Sheet 919 FM Facebook page. It's all about the Ifa Orisha Way of Life. So we begin. Ifa wisdom. Sharing wisdom is healthy. Ifa is a good thing. It is necessary not only to hear what Ifa says, it is necessary to understand. Ifa speaks by metaphor. Whoever has a good ear listens. Who has wisdom understands. Iwori Meji. When the farmer looks at cotton across the river, it looks like he shows his teeth smiling happily. Consulted Ifa for Spider, son of those who do all things. In a wonderful way, Ifa, on his wonderful part, bring all the good things to me. When the farmer looks at cotton across the river, it looks like he shows his teeth smiling happily. Shaka.
And as we said, and as you have rightly outlined, Ifa, the word of Olodumare, the word of God, speaks.
Yes.
Ifa, the word of Olodumare, speaks in metaphor. It speaks in ways that helps us to examine every single thing around us. So when Ifa says something, it is always good, you know, to have elders around who could help you understand the esoteric messages. I was speaking to someone today and I said that sometimes yes, a person could go on their own and read books and all of that. But what really helps a person to understand is when they have conversation. Conversation with their teacher, conversation with other hours, so that different perspectives could be met, and then you could extract the esoteric message that is there that would be useful to you. So when Ifa speaks, it means that we need to examine Ifa to understand Ifa. So just as Iwuri Meiji had said, the farmer looked across and he saw the cotton, and he showed his teeth and he smiled at the cotton. This Ifa is telling us that what we have around us, what Olodumare have put around us, we have to enjoy it. We have to enjoy, the beauty of the earth, the beauty. Take time, and observe nature in its fullness. It is by observing nature that some of our elders are able, to form proverbs and parables and all of these things by observation, by keen and sharp observation. And nature has so much to teach us. You might go by the beach, by the river, and you would look down in the clear water and you would see how fishes, operate. You understand? Yeah. You might wake up early on a morning and go outside and you would see how the birds operate. You understand? And that in itself is another learning moment. So Ifa tells us to look at things in totality. Abu Raboyo.
Guato. So we continue the discussion. I hope all are not missing no part of it, and only have all your material outside. A person must see the good things around him, celebrate and give thanks for them. That way, he will always have wonderful things.
And that's a serious thing, Alatum Ishe. Because sometimes some of us may have, a pessimistic mind. We don't see the good in nothing. You understand? And that is not good. Remember, everything is an energy. Everything is an energy. What you put out is what you will get and what you would feel. If you wake up and you say, Olodumare, thank you. I thank you for my life. I thank you for what I have. Ifa tells us in H. Yogbe, if you give thanks for the blessing that you have today, you will receive another blessing tomorrow. And this in itself is groundbreaking wisdom for all of us to keep on imbibing in our consciousness. We need to be thankful. Because, as I said, in Osarete, if one goes to sleep at night and one encounters evil, it is only the mighty Olodumare who could save one.
Ben.
So you have to be thankful.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. And that saying is so true, eh?
It's Olodumare could save you.
A person must see the good things around him, celebrate and give thanks for them. That way he will always have wonderful things. And we continue. Whoever seeks only to see bad things, to think or to speak bad things, will not be open to absorb the good things. Thought has power. Speech has power. We must use that strength to strengthen ourselves and those around us. Ifa is that wisdom. Ifa advises you to train your children on the virtue of putting Olodumare first in all their thoughts, speeches, and actions. Ifa says that if they are experiencing any form of unconsummated fortune when they grow up, one of the major reasons why this is so is more likely because they had failed to put God first in all their activities in life. I'm going to say this again. Whoever seeks only to see bad things, to think or to speak bad things, will not be open to absorb the good things. Thought has power. Speech has power. We must use that strength to strengthen ourselves and those around us. Ifa is that wisdom. Ifa advises you to train your children on the virtue of putting Olodumare first in all their thoughts, speeches, and actions. Ifa says that if they are experiencing any form of unconsummated fortune when they grow up, one of the major reasons why this is so is more likely because they have failed to put God first in all their activities in life. Shaka.
I know every time we speak about children, it's always something that hits a button. Because what passing on knowledge is about, it is about making one's life better. And again, all of us are here to leave this world in a better state than we met it.
Ben.
So, training our children to put the Creator first, it is synonymous with making this world a better place. Because when we look around our society and we see 600 murders closing off 2022, and right now we are on the 16th day of January, and we have more murders than how much days we are in currently. It tells us something
For real.
about
Society.
social fabric, social norms and values, spirituality, religion, you know, the family as an institution. Something is failing and something is wrong. So that is why it's incumbent on parents, incumbent on neighbors, incumbent on aunts and uncles, all people, to ensure that you pass on the correct methodology and the correct ways to children, how they must do things and resolve issues.
Ben.
Some years ago, Rashoti, I may his soul rest in peace, he sang a song. If you push the Creator out, and that's a serious thing. From back then, he saw it, and now it's manifesting here right now. Our dear elder, Queen Ella, sang Missing Generation.
Very powerful song.
If we continue not to put spirituality at the fore in training our children, then the 600 would be raising up from year upon year upon year. You understand? And it may not affect certain people now, but if we fail to do what we need to do, these kinds of things would come and look us in the face at our doorsteps. Let's be please guided accordingly. Let us put spirituality first, because you could go anywhere in this world. Your anchor to success is spirituality.
Benny.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ifa says, a fowl drinks water, it will give praise to God.
Ashe.
Ifa's message to Adaba Susu the dove, when lamenting her inability to give birth to a baby, she was advised to offer ebo. She complied. Ifa, a fowl drinks water, it will give praise to God. Ifa's message to Onyagbi, the farmer, when going for annual cultivation, He was advised to offer Ebo. Whenever we are speaking, let us put God into consideration.
Ashe.
Ifa's message for the owner of the barn full of grains. Who will cultivate his farm for the bird to consume? He was advised to offer Ebo. He refused. All followers of Ifa, let those advised to offer Ebo. And I will stop there for Shaka
Wow.
to lament. And there's something since the program start, we keep talking about going by an adept Babalawo, an adept Yanifa, and doing a Yedafa, your divination, and doing your Ebo. You know, Shaka, and we always stress on Ebo. You know, I'll just like you to go.
Because remember in our previous program we said it's a life within a life and a life or a life.
Benny.
And we must understand that we operate in the spiritual and the physical realm. There are things seen and there are things unseen.
Benny.
And we must be in alignment with our spiritual lives.
Ashe.
And in order to make it out here, in order, to achieve your destined path, you must take care of your spiritual hygiene.
Benny.
And I like to use that word spiritual hygiene because it simply states it's a part of your life. It's part of your culture, the way you do things. Because again, consulting Ifa, even as an individual, even as a family, it is important because it will, outline whether you're going on the right path or not. Certain things you may be doing that you think is correct, it may not be correct. And Ifa would outline what you need to do to bring yourself back to alignment. You understand? Some of us are destined to have blessings. But again, sometimes our actions will cause us to sit down on our blessings. So that is why it's important to know how we must navigate ourselves. And when we know how to navigate ourselves as well, it will help us to train our children better. Because even where we had seen that we must put the thought of Olodumare in everything we do, it's a serious thing. Because before you go to commit an evilous act, you would then think, is this right for me to maintain my relationship with my Creator? Yeah. Because if you're living a life, to be in alignment with our spiritual source, because all of us have that essence of Olodumare in us. Hence why if something go wrong, you can be how much of a bajan, how much of a rude boy or whatever. When something go wrong, the first thing human beings will cry out for is God. Yeah. God and the mother. Because next to God is your mother.
Benny.
You understand? So that tells us, as a reflex action, as something go wrong, you call out to God. Why? Because you're back against the wall. And as Osarete tells us, it's only Olodumare who could save one. Yeah? So that is why it's important to imbibe in our consciousness that having respect for our Creator, it comes right down. Having respect for your parents, your grandparents, elders in the community, and even juniors who look just like you. It comes right down. Respect where respect is due, and everything shall be all well. You understand? But I mean, if I doesn't say that all the time things would be hunky-dory. Yeah. But when issues arrive,
with the wisdom of Ifa, one is able to navigate themselves better and make better choices, make responsible, informed choices. Ashayo?
So we're gonna take a break and play some bills and come right back at you. It's all about the Ifa Orisha way of life on the Street 919 FM.
Yeah. Oh, this clothing line is all about books in the black man's mind. All about reminding us as how beautiful we are for the year of yeah. Oh, the clothing line features t-shirts, checks, polos and shirts. Oh, dashiki, lady v-neck, lady tank top and baby tees, yeah. Dresses and there'll be an experience. Yeah.
Without truth, there is no life to honor. Without love, no reason to live. There's still time to change in humane behavior and to learn all that we should give. This world is not our own, we're just the lights and custodians to guide and feed our children's needs. Yet we fill their hearts with hate alone and show no direction. We daily kill the plants, we throw away the seeds. There's a missing generation out there. Who cares? They are dying, disappearing everywhere. Who cares? Somebody better pray. Somebody better pray. There's a missing generation. As soon as we don't find them, they're surely going to find us one day. There's a missing generation. As soon as we don't find them, there'll be no generation to care.
So we come right back at it after paying the bills, you know. Nubian Experience, you know, has been a sponsor on
Strong
the
support.
Ifa Orisha Way of Life. Kamara's Culture Store, also a strong sponsor of the Ifa Orisha Way of Life. My brother Kamara continue to rest in peace, you know. To all the sponsors who have been with us from inception. Just to remind you guys about the Obatala Festival that is happening on the 28th, you know, the 28th of January. I am asking you guys, you know, it has been a long while since the Obatala Festival, 2 years. So let us make our way down there. There's a fundraiser, you know, Ile Egbe Yomoja, in collaboration with Ile Osa Igbo, Itapa Ita Osa, presents Breakfast Delight on Friday the 20th of January 2023 from 7 a.m. at number 13 Thomasine Street, Success Village, Lavantil. The menu is cassava, coconut or whole wheat bake with salt fish, $45, smoker in $45, fish, $50, veggie, bygone chuka, $45. Complimentary drink of Morbi with each purchase. Yes, there is delivery. You can contact them at 760-4295 or 622-0029. Spread your bread upon the waters and it shall return
Wonderful.
in many days to come. Epa Orisha. Also, Ile Osa Igbo Itapa Itaosa Shrine is reminding you guys about the Obatala Festival and the Artisan Market, which is taking place on Saturday, 28th of January 2023 from 9 a.m. straight till 6:30 p.m. Saigot Square between Alberto and Rosalino Street, Woodbrook. For further information, contact Baba Obala at 622-0029, Baba Avery at 689-3378, Iya Akila Jaramogi at 689-7794. Also, there's a form here, I have it here, for those of you guys or folks willing to bring a stall at the Artisan Market. It is here, it is right there, the Obatala Festival Artisan Market. Please print out the form and drop funds to number 51 Alberto Street. It says the artisan name, company name, address, phone number, email address, type of craft which you will be coming with. Spaces available. A 10 by 10, 2 chairs plus 2 tables for 375 TT. B option B, table in 20 by 20 tent, 1 table and 2 chairs, $200. Deadline for payment is the 25th of January 2023. Setup time is 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. The market opening at 9 a.m. and for further information, call 689-7794, 622-0029. And that day we'll be having the procession for the Obatala Festival. So I urge you people to come out and let's support this event here and may the community go from strength to strength.
Blessed love.
So we continue in our conversation here. Sometimes it can be very easy to blame others as opposed to looking within. And I challenge this time to be one of looking within and understanding where I am in the realm of Ifa. A prayer for good luck and blessings. Morning prayer for good luck and blessings. If you want to have money, and Shaka, when I came into the tradition, this was one of the first prayer was taught to me by Ifa Doni, Mother Brown.
Wonderful.
This is one of the first prayer that she said.
It's a very powerful prayer. It's a very potent prayer.
Yeah, she said Allah to me. She said, if you want to have money, inquire of your head. If you want to start trading, inquire of your head. If you want to build a house, inquire of your head. If you want a relationship, inquire of your head first. Ori, my head, please do not shut the gate. It is you that I'm coming to. Come and make my life prosperous, Shaka.
And with this simple prayer, it is opening one's Ori to track what is there for you. Again, if you want blessings, your head have to accept that for you. So then you cannot be engaging in things that would allow you to sit down on your blessings. If you know that in the morning you want to make money, inquire of your head. When they say inquire of your head, it's not no hocus pocus. Hang on, no. It's illogic in it. You want to make money,
give praise to your God at first.
You set your mind in motion. You give praise to your head. The idea will come. The positive idea, of course. And you go ahead. You go ahead. It's not to say that the money or whatever will come and sit down on your lap. Or you sit down and what our elders will say, you wait. and on manna fall from heaven. It's not that. It is putting your thoughts into action. What Ifas is, it is in the dawn of one's life that one needs to put in the work so that when it's your dusk, you could lay your back on the mat of comfort and peace and relax. So you have to put in the work early. So if you're looking to make it in life, one of the first things you must always do is not be late. Don't wake up late, as our elders would have taught us. It is not good. It is not good to wake up and the sun rise on you and the sun go on its way. You have to rise with the sun and let that energy, work within you to go out there and get. Make your actions manifest blessings. You understand? So, inquiring of your head is a serious thing. Sometimes a person is in search of a good relationship. And you will meet somebody. You watch them, but you have to analyze them. You have to use your head and let your words do the investigating. And you will hear the things that are pertinent to you, allowing yourself to go further with them. And it's inquiring of your head. You have to use your head in everything. You must use your head. And we mustn't allow our heart to rule our head. The heart is just there to pump blood. So making emotional decisions when we're supposed to make rational decisions is a serious thing.
So true.
Because some time ago we had done as Hessian and we spoke about the aya and the oka, the heart, the mind and the head. And the heart is just there to pump blood. And we mustn't allow the heart to overrule us in making sensible and responsible decisions in our everyday life. Because it's important for us to use our head in bringing forth the knowledge and the logic and the wisdom in moving forward. It's a serious thing.
Man.
And again too, it is something too that must be passed on to the younger ones too. We have a kind of energy that a lot of people sometimes would walk around with. Quote unquote, when I get vexed, some people tend to say, when they get vexed, they don't care what happened. What happened. I don't care if I make a jail, I make her out. You understand? These are the kind of things we need to move away from. Because that in itself is inviting an energy, within your space to push you in making an irrational moves. I sure we know a lot of people around who make irrational moves and it costs them dearly. Yeah, it costs them dearly. And these are the things we need to teach the younger ones. Hence why it's important as well. And I hope that have some young people listening the program as well. There becomes an age and stage where you feel you would know everything. And elders can't tell you nothing. I mean, all of us pass through that phase. But you must listen. You must listen. I remember it have certain things my parents told me years ago. And when I left home, those same said teachings is what guided me out of many difficult scenarios and situations. Listening is key. And even as adults too, we have to listen to when other people to speak with us as well, because that is what would guide us. Because Ifa says in Utura Ogbe that giving advice given is so sacred, because Olodumare is using you as a vessel to bring forth a message. Yeah. So as the message comes,
and we mustn't pervert the message. We give advice with sincerity to the best of our knowledge, because the knowledge and the advice you could give a man could either make him or break him.
So true.
So if you advise a man in the wrong way, don't feel it's only him who will feel the brunt of his actions. You at some point in time will have to answer why it is you encourage a man to go down a particular road. Abu Rab or Yabo Shisha.
You know, and you know, Lato is burning saying, I know somebody so always talking to he don't listen.
No, it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Now, we have to analyze it in our current national situation. Look at what is going on, brother. Look at it. People walking around angry, you know, it have no good morning again. It's just as people would say on the ground, a set of ranking thing, no respect. Disrespect is the order of the day. We have to come back home, come back to our moral principles and values. How in other countries, like other countries in the Caribbean, it don't have as much murder as us. Yeah?
Small country.
Small country.
Big problem.
But big problem. 600 and plus counting murders. Come on. It means that something is wrong. Parents, please look at your children closely and train them very, very well, because they are coming to inherit the earth after. Yeah. And as every child is born in your care, Olodumare and the ancestors know why they send that child. In fact, a child is coming to your abode, because you have to train them. You have to, sometimes a lot of people studying to run life and to run down life. Sometimes if you're just in the constant hot pursuit of wealth and you're not taking time to put in time in your children, the money you're running down, when the problem comes, that money can't even fix or solve the problem. I'm not saying we cannot look for money, but we have to invest in our children's future in terms of training them so that when they leave our care, they could function well in the society and not end up, you know, adding to the negativity that is being perpetuated out there. This is a serious thing, brother. 600 murders in a country like this.
Yeah, but society has a serious part to play in it. But as you said, we the parent, we the elder,
let's fix our homes.
We the neighbor, we the aunt, the uncle, nephew, godparent. You know, that is a serious. Everybody want to be. I want to stay for your child. I want to stay for your child, but really don't know the role and function of a godparent.
Yeah, it's Duke Alatumishe. Hey, I'm telling you, 600. If people not paying attention to this kind of thing, this is a serious thing. 365 days in a year, 600 and plus murder. Hey, brother, only Olodumare could save us.
So we continue here. Pray with optimism. Praying without faith shows lack of trust in Olodumare and the Orishas. A lot of people have lost their blessings through that pessimistic mind, which by implications means that the Orishas are not capable of providing them the blessings they ask for. I'm going to read this again. Prayer with optimism. Praying without faith shows lack of trust in Olodumare and the Orishas. A lot of people have lost their blessings through that pessimistic mind, which by implications means that the Orishas are not capable of providing them the blessings they ask for. From Udu Ifa, Utora Abara, we heard of a woman called Kikerensele who was barren. Ifa was consulted, and a message for her was that she would be pregnant very soon. If she could make sacrifice, she made the sacrifice. But as she carried the sacrifice to its destination, she made a statement that she did not believe that she could get pregnant through the abo, which is a sacrifice, which is made of solid popcorn meal and palm oil. Whenever she was given Ifa's medicine, before taking it, she would say that she did not believe that charcoal-like or chalk-like powder could make her pregnant. And her prayer was not answered. Puzzled enough, her husband, Akbirunugun, called upon the Babalawo again. They cast Ifa and told Kekerensele that it was her disbelief, lack of faith, that she has not been pregnant. She was told that she would only receive a blessing when she had strong faith and optimistic that her prayer would be answered. It was then that Kekerensele was serious. She used Ifa's medicine without uttering or harboring any pessimistic statement. Sooner or later, Kekerensele was pregnant and delivered. She then rejoiced and sang praise to the Babalawo. Shaka?
And you know, Alatumishe, just yesterday, I was in conversation with two other hours, and this particular Udu Ifa came up about people having faith and true trust in Ifa, in the Orisha. Having that faith, having that trust, having that submission to the Orisha is what allows the Orisha to work in and around you and even within you. It is not only when we go our prayers or we go our feasts and Orisha manifests on a person that Orisha is there at that space and time only. Orisha is in and around us always.
Orisha, yeah, as you open me eyes.
So sometimes you might go and you get advice. Take this medicine. Remember, it's our life within our life. As we know, before we make medicine, there are certain spiritual things that is done to make those aware, the herbs, let out its ashe to work for you. So when you make statements like, this thing wouldn't work, it's then you now putting a barrier. You now shutting down the energy. You understand? That's why we as human beings always need to be in tune with everything. Everything you're doing, like case in point, many years ago, when I now started to know and learn about Orisha, I was told, to go by the Ojubo and offer prayer. Remember again, many people would think that Orisha would only come on a person in the form of a token manifestation. You understand? I was told, to go and offer some epop hupa and some oti by Ogun and pray about a particular situation.
Palm oil for those who listen, they'll punch, your gin.
Right? And whilst praying there, I didn't know my spiritual mother was in the corner looking at me. And she may not even remember this because it was a long time ago. I stood there And I just felt as if I was talking, you know, to a person.
Like me and you.
Yeah, I felt as if I was talking to a person because I was going through, you know, a turbulent time in my workplace. A turbulent time. You know, and I was there meditating and praying and asking Ogun to remove me from a particular situation. I offered the palm and I offered a drink and I say, Ogun, whatever I fail to ask at this space and time, fail not to grant it unto me. Thank you. And I say thank you at the end. Within no time, within the next day, the problem that I was facing at that point in time, I saw the tide changing. And it's only then I knew that, hear what? You have to get into prayer. And we would even know it from our elders who would pray. You would see them praying and they crying and they wailing and they putting out that effort and they stamping their feet and they clapping their hand because they getting in and they track the energy and they connect with the energy and they pull that energy and that energy started to work with them. And that is where we must carry our mind as a people. Sometimes you would go at prayers and even if you don't see a manifestation come, it doesn't mean that the prayers was unsuccessful.
Or the Orishas was not there. And that is a thing people just go prayers and look for.
Yeah.
And say, well, means see no manifestation.
It's not only that.
Sometimes the Orishas come and ride there and do what they do. And they press on.
Sometimes, you know, you're so in sync. The singing on par, everything on par, your Ori on par, and you just started, and your Ori started download particular information that would be pertinent to you moving forward. Is a serious thing. So certain ideas you will get when you ground yourself in spirituality.
Shaka, I'm going to tell you something. Olodo Mari is you. My Ori is me. My Ori is my guidance. The Rumale and my ancestors. My prayers was going on 1 year. Man, 1 year my prayers going on. Vibes nice. There's somebody. I stand up on top of my table. Yeah, man, but we boy, no shine coming, boy, nothing, boy, what already going on here, boy. And I believe in my elders and letting my elders prop me. And I land my left and I land my right. Shaka, and I take out my rag from in my pocket. Forget I have my Corey shells in my pocket. And my Corey shells fall on. Pop, north, east, west, south. Straight, yes. My last say, awesome ritual items, give thanks. Everything was accepted.
Everything was accepted.
Right there on the point, you know, and the wisdom of the elder could tell me that, you know. She said, leave it. Awesome ritual items on it. She said, look, and you know question, listening to that man there and you questioning yourself? The Orishas come, they float through, they do what they do.
They do what they have to do.
And everything was good. She said, you know what people look for? Every time Orisha come there, they come to do something.
Yeah. And make some kind of...
some kind of, as them that like to, and everybody does. Even when you're watching the prayers in the air, people just move out the parley, and as a manifestation come, everybody dive back in the parley because everybody want to
see. But that is why, again, spiritual discipline is so much important. You go to connect with yourself, connect with the process, connect with your Orisha. You might go at prayers with your problems, you know, but right there and then, as you start to sing for Eshu Ogun, you understand, with sincerity, and you go with that positive vibe, you will start to get inspiration to move out of that particular situation. Certain things that's seemingly dark in your life, the Orisha does find a way to reveal it, you know. And they do. And they do. But when the revealing come, we have to accept what we need to accept. Ashe.
Ashe. So we continue with our discussion, you know. Otua is a true awo. Obara is a competent awo. It was King Kerese who had been doubting. For one prayer to be answered, one must be convinced with faith that is accepted once it is said. One must be optimistic that Olodumare and the Orishas will surely grant our request prayers. Same thing with Shaka was saying. The will of Olodumare will never take you where the grace of Olodumare will not protect you. I'm going to say this again. The will of Olodumare will never take you where the grace of Olodumare will not protect you. As practitioners of Ifa and Orisha, it is fundamentally important to apply spiritual development as a practical exercise in our regiment of prayers, ebo, and ritual work. Couple of those ways is in affirmations and extrapolating from Udo Ifa, the waking up power to one's Ori and Orisha. The above affirmation speaks to us in a belief and stalwart faith in Ifa and Orisha to the furthest extent, to a sense of knowing that Ifa will cover you with its protections and grace wherever you travel in life. There is no room for doubt or fear because Ifa holds your life, and sacred and precious, you are its creation.
Ashe.
In the same vein, we can, as devotees and ours alike, can study verses like the one below of Osetua and see the power that is given. Oshe Otura, the power of Ashe of Ifa.
Ashe.
Shaka, you want to touch on that before I
And
go
of
down?
course, you know, the power within the word, the power
Benny.
within the wisdom of Olodumare is what founded the earth that we walk upon. So, you being a child created by Olodumare, you think there is really anything that Olodumare cannot take you through? Now again, we are not saying to go out there and look for problems and say, well, and if that helps us in particular Udu, if you know you can't swim, don't go and swim. Certain things, if you know you can't climb a tree, don't climb a tree. But it's the wisdom of Ifa that you must use to guide your life in moving forward. And this is what must be properly passed down so that those who are coming up after would have, you know, the understanding that once you separate and you come out of the umbrella of the protection of Ifa, you could end up in problems.
Benny.
Because we cannot survive out here on our own.
So true.
You have to be covered under that spiritual umbrella. Because everything is mirrored in spirituality. If you stand up in the rain, yeah, you will get wet. But if you use an umbrella, you will be okay. You must connect with the insulation of Ifa to move forward. And that's a given. That's a serious thing. Ashe.
Ashe, I just had to touch on some of the comments. Rose Petal says, I grew up in a church, met a lady who I didn't know, taught me about Ori, etc. I was thankful. I had questions from a child. Latois Boone said, yup, just want to stand in the church, but take no part in putting up socks and rising them right. You know? So, we continue. In the mouth of an owl resides Iba and Ashe. In the mouth of an owl, Ifa an owl says, we shall secure a good spouse. In the mouth of an owl, Ifa, an owl says, we shall have children. We shall have children. In the mouth of an owl, if an owl says, we shall be blessed with all Iwe, we shall surely be blessed with all Iwe life. We shall surely be blessed with all Iwe life. In the mouth of an owl resides Iba and Ashe, in the mouth of an owl. Shaka?
Beautiful and powerful excerpt and statement. The things that come out of your mouth, it is so important. You use your mouth to say good things. You use your mouth to affirm positive things, even from unto yourself and even unto your children. Once you use your mouth to do the will and the work of Olodumare, you will see things will move. Because as what Ifa tells us in Ut Urameji, if you don't control your tongue and you to discipline your tongue or to say good things, what comes out of your mouth could rip you apart like a piece of cloth. So Ifa is telling us too, what is in a man is what will come out of his mouth. If within your Ori, you are thinking positive things, that will come out of your mouth.
Ben.
Yeah? If within your Ori, you are attracting negative things, that is what will come out of your mouth. If within your Ori, you thinking about sadistic and wicked and vile things, that is what will come out of your mouth. So as Ifa says, out of the mouth of the owl is Ashe. And as we know the power in the word, we have the power of command within us, innately within us. So once we use that for good and for prayerfulness to move us forward, that is what will take us forward. Because you cannot expect to be taking in certain negative things within your Ori and expect your life and those around you to be in a particular light. You will be attracting darkness. So we have to, as we would say, attract our tribe, attract our positivity, attract, the Iwe from the north, the south, the east and the west and the center. Yeah? We have to attract it because our brain itself is a representation of the upper Ifa.
Benny.
Different points of connection of the messages of Olodumare. Let us continue to move forward and be the vessel of truth and light. Let us make ourselves the vessel of the Ori of goodness. Because we all chose our destiny before we come. In fact, before we came to earth, there's something that all of us needs to do. Yeah? And let us not allow anyone or to throw our destiny in water. Let us surround ourselves with people who could teach us something. Yeah? Let us surround ourselves with people who could see that here what? We have the potential. And these people would, embrace us and push us forward in the way we need to go. The race is not for the swiftest, but it's for those who have the patience and would exercise that wisdom to move forward. Yeah? Because little you do every day adds up. If you don't know something today and you take a half an hour at it every week, you will know it tomorrow.
So true, eh?
So we need to put in the work, put in the effort to get what we need to get. Let us not think of ourselves as less than, but we must embrace our uniqueness. We must embrace our uniqueness, and we must embrace our destiny. Let us find it, live it, and fulfill it, because that is what is our usefulness to this world. Yeah? Because when we look in the animal kingdom and we look, in the aquatic system as well, every species has a role and responsibility. So just as it is in the animal kingdom, we humans have a role and responsibility. You understand? Karl Marx said, we live in a functionalist society. That is out of Ifa. Everybody have a purpose. So that is why we need to know what our purpose is. Know it, live it, execute it. And this is what we have to give to our children as well. Give them their blueprint to move forward in life, which is they must know what they have to do. They must know the do's and the don'ts. Let us consult Ifa to know the correct names we have to name our children, because again, the names we give them is the energy that would be residing in them to move them forward. Yeah? Let us find the Odu that our children needs to get their body of knowledge so that they would be able to be guided spiritually in this world. So that when we pass on from here and they inherit this earth, they will be in a better state, to leave it for our next generation to come. You understand? Because even though Ifa tells us human beings could do what? Human beings cannot destroy this earth.
So true.
You will quicker destroy yourself than destroy this earth. Let us be guided accordingly. Ashe.
Ashe. So I'd just like to remind you guys about the fundraiser that's happening on Friday, 20th of January 2023 from 7 a.m. Ile Egbe Yomoja in collaboration with Ile Osa Egbo Itapa Ita Osa presents Breakfast Delight Friday the 20th of January 2023 from 7 a.m. Number 13 Thomas Hine Street, Success Village, Lavantil. The menu will be coconut, baked, cassava, whole wheat with saltfish 45, smoked herring 45, fish 50, veggie bygone choker 45, complimentary drink of Moby with each purchase. Yes, there are deliveries. Contact 760-4295 or 622-0029. Spread your bread upon the waters. It will return in many days to come. Ipa Orisha. So let us support this. And no head by ya Ayuka curtain shine or call and make your orders so they can deliver it to you. So Ile Osa Igbo Itapa Ita Osa Shrine is telling you about the Obatala Festival Artisan Market that's happening on Saturday 20th of January 2023 from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at Sigurd Square between Alberto and Rosalino Street, Woodbrook. For further information, contact Baba Obala at 622-0029, Baba Avery at 689-3378, Iya Akila at 689-7794. That will be the same day of the Obatala Festival. And I am expecting Baba Obala on the program here next week, which is a Monday just before the Obatala Festival of Akola here.
Yes, my brother.
Abora boy, Aboshishe Kola.
Ogbato.
Yeah, I someday I hope to wish the answering similarly and then I always talking a little too fast. But I always talking about the breakfast and things and the delivery and things. I live in quite a way. I may not be able to come as a delivery. if we have to pay an extra delivery, I'll thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, Manu. No problem. I'm gonna call it out again, and I'm gonna call it out much slowly, Manu. You know, Manu always supportive.
Enough thanks.
Of everything that we have here. We will organize some for you, Manu. So I'm gonna call it over, so you can get the contact numbers properly.
Well, here happened. Is that the vision is a little blood.
Oh.
Yes, so that's why I thought I find myself in Lavanti. I Lavanti post.
I know that. I know that. I know that.
But when I talk about the menus and things as well, that's up my alley here, man.
Yeah.
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 So when is that? When is that?
That is this Friday.
This Friday?
Yes, this Friday. So I'm gonna call it out again. So Ile Egbe Yomoja, in collaboration with Ile Osa Igbo Itapa, Ita Osa presents Breakfast Delight on Friday the 20th of January 2023 from 7 a.m. Number 13 Thomas Hine Street, Success Village, Lavantil. Menu: cassava, coconut or whole wheat bake with saltfish, $45, smoked herring, $45, fish, $50, veggie bacon choker, $45. Complimentary drink of Moby with each purchase. And yes, there's going to have deliveries. For deliveries, you can contact them at 760-4295, 760-4295, or 622-0029, 622-0029. Spread your bread upon the waters. It will return in many days to come. Yepa Ubatala.
Yepa.
So all of this is a build-up, a fundraiser for the Ubatala Festival, which will be happening on January the 28th at Ita Osa Shrine. So Ile Osa, Igbo Itapa, Ita Osa Shrine, which will be hosting the Ubatala Festival, is having Ubatala Festival Artisan Market on Saturday the 20th of January 2023 from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saigot Square between Alberto and Rosalino Street, Woodbrook. For further information, you can contact Baba Obala at 622-0029, Baba Avery at 689-3378, Iya Killer at 689-7794. And there is a form, that you can use to donate. I'm just going to call it out here. Please print out the form and drop funds. Any funds you want to donate or any funds you want to pay to showcase your talent, your little stall for the artisan market. Drop funds at 51 Alberto Street, Port of Spain, Ubatala Festival Artisan Market, Saigot Square, Woodbrook, 28/31/2023 from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Application form, artisan name, company name, address, phone number, email address, type of craft, spaces available for the market. Option A, 10 by 10 tent, 2 chairs and 2 tables, 375 TT. Option B, table space in 20 by 20 tent, 1 table, 2 chairs, $200. Deadline for payment 25th of January 2023. Setup time 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Market opening and libation at 9 a.m. For further information, call 689-7794-622-0029. So people, let us come out and really support the Ita Osa Igbo Itapa Shrine, who will be hosting the Ubatala Festival. Also, Shaka, I had a conversation with Dada, the Ubatala King.
Benny.
I had a conversation with him last week, and he said he will try to get some footage for us, to show on the Ifa Orisha Way of Life, because the Ubatala Festival started in Nigeria
Ilefe.
on Ilefe on the 14th of
It's
January.
going on all now.
Yeah, it's going on. The Obatala Festival is in full flight right now. May Orishanla continue to give us that creativity in our in all that we do. As we said on the program here tonight, let us speak good things into existence. What we put out in the universe, so shall it be.
So shall it be.
So shall it be. And let us learn, the young ones in the community, let us learn to sit at the feet of and adapt Babalawo and adapt Yanifa and adapt Awo and adapt Ella, who can really teach you what you have to do. Be very, very slow in our movement. I believe in that, in this tradition, because as Ifa Doni Mother Brown told me at one point in time, Shaka, Ifa is a never-ending study.
Yeah.
You could never learn all that there is in Ifa. You know,
it's a fact.
And you know, and I keep telling you, Shaka, I will not be like you. You know, even when we sit and we talk, when you say you used to lie down corridor for years and just study Udu, I want us call him the Udu encyclopedia. You understand? Each of us in this diaspora community, we have our roles and functions. We have our role and function.
Yeah.
So let us be very careful in what we do, how we operate, and let us respect those in authority and take care of our children.
Yeah.
Let us teach them. Let us don't want to be friends with our children, you know, or try to always be in their good books, because even myself, I just say, when I joined where I work, you know, in the early stages, there was a man called Mark Sinclair, very bad, you know, and this man will rush me and bite me up, Shaka, and talk to me a kind of way, and I just used to be like, what this man doing me, boy? Why really do? And now he has retired and he's home. And now I am in that position where he was. And I am actually seeing and why he instilled that sense of understanding, reasoning within me, because I could have been wayward and say, I don't care. But that helped me in my development. Just like you said, when you was growing up, certain things that your parents instill you. All of us, our parents instill things in us that will stick with us till the day we take our last breath. You know? So people, we ask you all to continue supporting, donating, and funding us here on the Ifa Way of Life. You know? May our community grow from strength to strength. May we stick with one another, and may we always seek to go to that next level. Shaka, anything?
I just want to say thanks to the listening public, our viewership, our supporters, our loves. We thank you so much, you know. May you be blessed in a special way, and may your hands, you know, whatever you touch, may it work out well for you. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So we say thank you.
Thank you. See you folks. Next week Monday I will have the Baba Obala here. King Shaka will be here. Our next guest that I'll be inviting. You know, so let us remember, don't get carried away. In the carnival season, we still watching the numbers with the COVID.
Don't get carried away.
Yeah, let me don't get carried away. You know, let us remain focused. Because within this tradition, I always tell you, take a careful look at your surroundings and nature. Stay in tune with nature. We've seen that, and I say this today in work, Shaka. I feel this dry season is going to be very, very tough.
Let's see how it goes.
Because I'm watching.
It's temporary.
You know? So, as Trinidad Killer they say, I call in the rain. You know, so let us give thanks to all the elements of the earth.
Yes.
You know, the earth has been good to us thus far.
Very, very good.
Mama, let us continue to pour libation, you know, and do what is required.
Hey, Alatunishe, we didn't get to give our dearly departed, beloved Akbar Stalin a play, but I know tonight we go jam one or two of his songs because you know he went out and we asking, you know, the positive energies to continue to guide him on his spiritual journey. He left an indelible mark, and his music will definitely live on and resonate in all of us, you know, so we give thanks.
Yes, Shaka.
You know, the man, he was a revolutionary, he was a teacher, you know, he was a role model, you know, and he left the work there for us, you know, to enjoy. So we give thanks for the contribution of the late Dr. Leroy Callis. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks.
So we're gonna jam to some music by the late great Black Stalin.
You get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people, you get the thing what they went through, ask them this any day, and them elders sure to say, black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to work 10 times harder to get something because of your color. Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People rob you, humiliate you, turn around and whip you, and then they free you. Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with a Hawkeye friends, look your marking, because you don't know already. Black man don't get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know. You don't care how the thing go. But if you read about Uriah, you go find out about the pressure. How they catch so much whole hell. Get a penny from TLL. Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get your little something, with a dragon and you keep marking, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. You get up one morning, independence happening. You think the thing come easy, you start taking liberty. But if you know about petition, we had to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in London to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. If they enslave you, and then they whip you, turn wrong and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, a dragon and you keep marking because you don't know this already. Black man don't get freedom easy. So when a black man have something, you got to start thinking. To get it easy, you got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the landowner is a terrible journey. Black with plenty brutality. Black man got to keep on charming. For black man to get a little something, you got to make up your mind that you're able to get a bully and jam with the devil. Black man got to keep on charming. For black man to get a little something, you got to make up your mind that you're ready to swim on shore and rock your boat steady. Black man got to keep on charming. For black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With a hawker, you better keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy.
Big set time, set this is man. Nothing coming back. Put something in them monitors and them man, come on. 80 cents too expensive for this man. Work to the monitors, bring it up. Bring it up. Fire, 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 fire. Give me a walk with Peter. Because some sinners coming, with them I go be dealing. Because the things that they do me, I'm going to fix them personally. Peter looks at the road by the gate. Money. Peter look the Englishman, we sent at the road to Africa land. Money. Peter takes Rick, take Raleigh, but leave Victoria for me. Country. Peter Katas don't care what you say, but Mussolini, he can't get away. Why? My time for money. Peter, keep the fire burning. This is my time for money. Peter, keep the fire burning. Come with it. From this madman and woman, about the poor. Peter, this big look at the day. Well, now it's time for talent to play. Peter, wait. Peter, lucky on slick by the gate. Money. Peter, I don't want you to make fuss. Remember, I want this before. Money. After Peter, look the woman who was South Africa refused to put that down. Money. Peter, I just look at what you do like Reagan. Money. Why?
Time for money. Keep the fire blazing.
Come with it, sire.
It's my time for money. Keep the fire blazing.
Don't grudge me. Your hands done full already. You don't deal with the Führer. Now go ahead and take Foster. But I told my Mary, remember that's my baby. So my back and all that she make. You got to get black down in a break. Peter wait, that's a Peter wait. Peter look both and reach by the gate. Bunny. With both hands I don't want you to waste time. Remember we still have more than behind. Bunny. Got a Peter, look the woman who sent foreign troops in Africa land. Bungy. Peter can just look at what you say, but the Ku Klux Klan.
Bun them.
Why?
It's my time for money. Peter, keep the fire blazing. It's my time for money. Peter, keep the fire blazing.
This is my time for bunny. Peter, keep the fire blazing. Carol, you want a taste, you want a taste. This is my time for bunny. Peter, keep the fire blazing. Come with it, come. This is my time for money. Peter, keep the fire. Come with the music, come with the music. One time. Take it out. What you want to hear? Family together, and I think there's no other way we could express it done this way tonight. Woman, you're black man bowling. I can't take no more. I say, woman, you're black man saying, and I saying, and I saying, and I saying to you. All my body sore. And listen, just imagine you hear a beautiful voice say something like this.
Black man, we've got to keep on going.
Marilyn Williams.
We struggled for too long. So come and hold your woman's hand. And let us sing, 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 sing. Oh, freedom song.
And we want to say the freedom song goes something like this. We vowed to fight together for right, to grow our families free, 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 free and healthy. And we must stick together in any kind of weather, giving praise to the Creator, Jaja, forever. Oh man, you're black man bowling. All my vision block. I say, oh man, you're black man saying, and I saying, and I saying to you, baby, I'm feeling to pack up, pack up.
Let me tell you something. Backing up is not the answer.
Tell me about it.
And it has never been. We've got to keep on going. To stay righteous and clean.
We vow to fight together for right, to grow our families free, 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 free and healthy. And we must stick together in any kind of weather, giving praise to the Creator, Jaja, forever. Drum it up. I say, oh man, you're black man, say that I say, and I say to you, listen, I just can't take no more.
Black man, we've got to keep on going.
I hear you.
Forget the dance and blues. So come on, won't you tell me, what more have we got to lose?
We vow to fight together for right, to grow our families free, free and healthy. And we must stick together in any kind of weather, giving praise to the Creator, Jaja, forever.
about reminding us as how beautiful we are. What a dear of Hallelujah. Oh, just know them like teachers, yes, follow that church.
Oh man, you're black man,
lady neck, lady tongue up, and lady teeth.
You must have no fear.
I feel no fear.
Regardless of the going, I'll always be near.
Black man, there is no other
Tell me about it.
place that I would rather be than together with my black man.
Tell me.
Trotting the land so free.
We vow to fight together
free and healthy.
and we must stick together.
I know we will.
In